Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another LEGO set review from Brick by Brick, and today we have set number 70601, the Sky Shark. It comes with 221 pieces and was released in spring 2016. And we're going to start by taking a look at the little side build. So the little side build here is the Lloyd's little drone thing. You can see I like the way that this fire looks on the back coming out. It uses two of these Chima fire wing pieces, and then one, larger flame down the middle. It does have one simple sticker there on a green part that distinguishes it as Lloyd's, and you can see Lloyd's weapons here. But if you remove those, he can actually use this drone like a jetpack, and you can move his arms down. But the one weird part with that is that you have to kind of like move one of the little handles out just enough to get it to. This is not working perfectly. You have to move one of the handles in order for it to fit, or in order for them to be far enough apart for his hands. If you don't pull one out, then they will be too close together and you won't be able to fit them in between, so you can't just push them in all the way. But now that they've been attached, you can see what Lloyd looks like on his little jetpack drone thing. It looks pretty cool. The worst part about it is that he can't stand up. You kind of have to like pose him like that, or you have to there's probably a couple spots on Misfortune's Keep where you could pose him like this. But like with this Sky Shark, since it is pretty short, there's no studs near it, you can't like stand him on one of the edges somewhere. It just won't work. So, it's kind of a shame, but I think overall it looks cool. So now let's take a look at the the full model. Alright, so this is the Sky Shark. It is a little jet kind of thing. And it looks pretty cool. The pilot in this set is Flintlock, although they don't have, a particular pilot in the show. Flintlock's not the only one who flies these, and I'm not sure, I don't remember if you actually see him flying one at all. We'll take a look at Flintlock later, but you can see the cockpit area is pretty nicely detailed. You got 4 stickered pieces, right? Yep, they're all stickers. And they add some good detail in there. However, when you close up to that, there's a nice gap in the side. That does allow for Flintlock's gun to be easily, stored there. You don't have to do anything to adjust it at all. It, fits perfectly fine. But it does look a little weird from certain angles. The front is kind of made with these 2 orange blade pieces and then a couple other parts there. I think it looks pretty good, and you can move these blades about. I don't know what else you'd want to do with them, but it works pretty well to make a little point in the front. I do like these teeth down here on the bottom. The kind of shark teeth. Kind of not noticeable from most angles, but I think it adds a little character to the build and, kind of gives it its name, the Sky Shark, because shark teeth. Has some Flintlock pistols here. You actually don't get an extra Flintlock pistol for Flintlock to hold on to, so you can either take one of those or you can use the spare that they included. It's not supposed to be part of the set, but there is a spare included, at least with my copy, and with most copies. There's a sticker there, and a sticker there for those. And a sticker on this, top little wing thing. And these chains are part of a play feature, which you'll see in a moment. I like the angle, the sweep of the wings. And the wings are topped off with anchors to give it a pirate feel. And the back is kind of a little bit unexciting. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the way the back looks as much as the rest of it. But you do have some stickers right there, and then these barrels are used to represent the little thrusters. And this sticker here with an arrow is an indication of a play feature. And if you pull that back, you got these TNT that falls out of the little chests on the side. And I think the chests do a good job of looking not out of place thanks to these windows, which make it look like the chests are kind of where the engine intakes are. But I mean, it's not the. It does look a little bit odd, but I mean, in that way, I think it looks cool, and that kind of is the most, or one of the most distinctive features of the Sky Shark. So there are 2 minifigures included, so let's take a look at those. Alright, so the first minifigure here is Flintlock, and he's pretty cool. I mean, there are, a couple of sets that include him, but this is, I believe, the cheapest one. Unless one of the Wave 2 Skybound sets that was cheaper included him. But I'm 99% sure that this is the cheapest way you could have gotten him. And his weapon in this set was one of these cool pirate swords, which, I mean, in gunmetal gray, which is nice, but it would have been nice to have the set include a flintlock pistol for him, seeing as his name is Flintlock and, he shoots stuff. But they do include a spare in the set, just as a spare part, so you can give him, one of them. His mask, or not, helmet, is the mold that they use for the football player and the hockey player, and, it's kind of one of those helmets, the smooth ones. And it does have this goggle attachment, so, nice. And you can see his face is covered mostly by a mustache, but if you just turn that around, you can see the facial expression printed underneath. Kind of a weird facial expression, but I think he looks really good when you put the mustache over it. And he does have the dark green epaulets, so that's nice. And you can see the torso looks good. Nice scarf there, that makes him quite different from the other ones. He just has some belts and stuff with the Sky Pirate logo. And the back printing, looks pretty good. A lot of dark green on that one. And the legs down here, one's orange, one's dark brown. And it looks good, just some more appropriate Sky Pirate detailing. And all in all, Flintlock's a pretty cool figure. One of the more important characters in the show. And I think if you give him a Flintlock pistol, it looks pretty good. We do also have Lloyd included, and he does come with a shuriken and this weapon, which consists of a telescope, shuriken, saw piece, and tile by default. And I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. But the cooler accessory is the one that they give him, on the cover of the box, which is also included in the set. And that is the Sword of Souls, and this one is expressing Kai's power. And it's got the elemental blade in like red color, or red and yellow, transparent. 2 axe blades used to just make the sword look cool. And then you can see there's a white piece on the base is like a skull and some different attachment points. And then Kai's printed 1 by 1 tile on there. Looks pretty good. And there's nothing on the back, no tile or anything, but the skull face is still molded there. The mask is the same one available on Deepstone Lloyd, but this is the only way to get Skybound Lloyd with this mask. The other set that Skybound Lloyd comes in is Misfortune's Keep, where he does not appear with his mask. And you can see his face, same Lloyd face. And the torso and leg printing is appropriate for Skybound. Looks pretty good, and I like the way that this figure turned out. So let's get on to the final verdict. Alright, so overall, I think that the set is a good set. However, it's not the most important one to get from Skybound. None of the figures are exclusive, so that's not a big deal. The Sky Shark itself is cool, but it's not it's not the best vehicle that they've made. It's a decent set for $20, decent price per part. Nothing out of the ordinary. The little jetpack is very forgettable to me. I'm not a big fan of that. I think that the Sky Shark itself was executed well, but it just isn't the most appealing looking thing. looks like it's supposed to and works like it's supposed to. Everything about it is good. It's just not the most striking. I don't think it'll appeal to as many people as some of the other sets will. But I think that it is a good set. I definitely really like the Kai blade. However, this one isn't exclusive to this set because it also appears in the Lloyd's Dragon. So there is absolutely nothing exclusive about this set. Or nothing. I guess like the build kind of, the stickers are exclusive, but you could probably build this minus the stickers with parts from the other Ninjago sets. So in that way, it's not the most important. It's not imperative that you go out and get this one as much as some of the other ones. But I think it's a nice one to have if you like the Skybound sets and you just want to increase the size of your Skybound collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all later. Bye, guys.